Hi guys, what we're going to do is we're going to look at just part one. I'm going to do this in two parts. This is a little bit of a hard song. It's called Let It Go by Sungha Jung, and basically it's a fingerstyle piece, and you want to maybe, get a good classical teacher because this stuff is hard stuff. It's not that it can't be done, it can be. So let's take a look at the first part. So I'm going to play the first part. I'm just going to do this in two parts. I'll do the first part. I do this for my students, so if someone else gets it, that's great. I don't expect to be YouTube famous. So it's going to go. I just learned it now, so excuse me. Okay, so that's the first part I showed my student. And so it starts off going on the first string. You're going to play 3, use your second finger, 2, 3, and I'm playing it with a rest stroke. If you don't know what a rest stroke is, put your thumb somewhere on E, A, or D string, and you're going to play, and you're just going to use your fingers. And it's going on the first string, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so that's the first part. Okay, next one is like a G chord, and I'm fingering it like this. I'm going to the 3rd fret on the big thick E string, and then my 3rd finger will be on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And then I'm just going to play with my thumb. My right hand's going to look like this. I'm going to play string 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so that's it. So you want to just get this. I truly believe in Howard Roberts' way of learning how to teach, and it's just taking one thing and just playing it over and over again. Then taking the next thing and putting them together. Just doing this. So we've got this. And slowly, we're going to go. Okay, again. Making that G chord, so going 3, 2, 3 with a rest stroke, and then you're going to go again 3, 2, 3. Alright, next one's going to be a D chord, and if you got to kind of know a little bit about fretboard geometry, I guess we call it, and so this is going to be based on a D chord, but what we're going to do is we're going to play the open G, and so we're going to play the open G, and then we're going to do a pull off from 5. This will be the 7th fret on the 1st string to the 5. How you do a pull off is you have to have your 1st finger on the 5th fret. What you do is you just play that note and pluck it with the left hand. Just like that. We'll do it so you can see it. Now what I'm doing there is I'm playing the open G with my index finger, and then I'm plucking with my 3rd ring finger. So just practice that. Together, it'll sound like this, very slow, so I don't make a mistake. Okay, again. 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 Oops, no charge for mistake. Again. Actually, let's do it one more time. The next chord is a D chord. Now you're going, where does that D come from? Well, it comes from this shape here. We call this a pattern 2 shape. It's based on the cage system. I do have a little lesson on the cage system and the key of C. This is the key of D. We call this a pattern 2. and it's based on this chord shape. But what we're going to do, we're just going to do this. We're not going to make the whole chord shape. So how we do this, so I take my first finger and I put it on the first string, 5th fret. My third finger goes on the 3rd string, 7th fret, and my pinky goes underneath. You want the third finger ahead of the pinky. Alright, and this is a small chord shape. This is what we call a triad shape. Alright, this is the octave, this is the 3rd, and this is the 5th of a triad, D triad. Okay, we have a D, F sharp, and then A. Okay, and that is, now what we're going to do is we're going to play the 4th string, and then 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. What I'm doing with my right hand is it looks like this. Again. Again. Just practice it so you got the move down. I'd practice it for a minute or two. Again, make sure you see it. Again. 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 Now let's put it all together really slowly. We're going to go 3, 2, 3, then the G chord, 6, 4, 3, 2, then open D, pull off, 7, 5. When you do that pull off on 7, 5, leave your first finger on there and then put your other fingers down, then play the arpeggio. Arpeggio is a chord just leaned over, it's one string after another. Instead of playing it like this, we play it one after another. Okay, so we're at that end part. Okay, let's try it again without the commentary this time. Alright, again, slowly. Okay, again. 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 Alright, the next one is we're going to play the open 4th string, which will be the D string. Okay, and then you're going to take your 3rd finger and put it on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Now what I'm doing is my thumb is playing 4th string, and then my middle finger is playing the 1st string. And just do that. So let's do that for a bit. So you get your muscles used to it. And what you want to do when you do these things is you want to memorize it. Especially if it's a song that you like. A lot of times I don't want to end up memorizing the song because it's something I just have to teach. It's not like I don't like it, but it's just something I don't want to do in my repertoire. So you just do this over and over. Most things you want to play though, because I teach so much, I don't always memorize it. But if you're not doing it for a living, you do want to memorize everything you do. You don't want to be a slave to the page. Now we're going to apply that to everything we've done so far. So we're going to go 3, 2, 3, 1st string, make the G chord. I'm doing 6, 4, 3, 2. Then I'm playing the open G or 3rd string. Oh, then 7th fret, and then keep your 1st finger down and play strings. Make that D chord. Okay, let's try it again. Time. Okay, and that's part one. I'm going to do part two of this as well. so it can slow it down and you can get used to it. Don't forget, hit the pause button if you don't know what's going on, and you might want to like download the tab. I got it from Ultimate Guitar. It's just the intro. It's a Guitar Pro, so you kind of have to buy the program, but it's here. I don't have the tab, unfortunately, and I can't violate copyright, so I will not be putting it. It's just I couldn't give it to you. Anyways, I hope that helps, and take care. Bye bye.